Okay, so today we'll cover market basket analysis. I touched upon this topic on day one, when we briefly discussed about market basket analysis. So the first question, what do you understand by market basket analysis? Have you read about it, anything or anything, whatever, what comes in your mind when I say market basket analysis? What is market basket analysis? What comes in your mind? क्या कर रहे हैं हम market basket analysis में? Having gone through any chapters, the books I shared, any chapters of those books, or have you referred to any blogs or any articles on market basket analysis? No? So what is market basket analysis? We do some analysis regarding the transaction data. And what is this transaction data? Basically, the supermarkets, when you go and purchase, there's this list, they list the items that is, purchased by each customer. And that is the data, actually big data. You have like huge data, think of it like, when Amazon is, selling products in an hour, there will be like, 10,000, 20,000, maybe million of, purchases, and, the kind of data set they have. And we'll discuss like what is market basket analysis, and what is the concept, and what is, what kind of analysis we can do by studying this consumer behavior, and how we can use machine learning algorithms, and what kind of, statistics we'll get, and how it's going to benefit the organization. Okay, so all these we are going to cover in market basket analysis today. So like I said, how is it used? What are the association rules? These are the rules, these are the algorithms that we'll use here. And we'll see the applications, like how and where we can apply these market basket analysis. And we'll also do one case study on groceries data set. But before that, I'll discuss some of examples, very interesting examples on market basket analysis. So, like I said, what these supermarkets does is they have this list of items which are purchased by each customer, and each transaction gives you some data which is called transaction data. And these huge data sets, these data we can use to know some metrics, to understand the customer behavior. Okay, and it can be used in various applications, like, first the transaction data can be like the products that you have purchased together. So when you get a receipt, so what does that receipt tell you? If when you are buying something, you get a receipt. So there are some items that you have bought. So it can tell you what items do you buy together. If you are buying a bread, so most likely you will also buy butter. Okay, what other things that can you think when you are buying a product, and what are the things that will go along? Can you give me some examples? Like I give you bread and butter. Anything that you can think of? The products that are purchased together. Like I said, bread is, along with bread, you can buy butter. That can be, yeah.
Milk and curd.
Milk and curd can go together.
Ma'am, pizza-based cheese, mozzarella cheese, and spread.
Yeah, you are buying base, pizza base, and cheese.
Nachos and dip.
And you are buying nachos and
Salsa dip.
And you are buying nachos and salsa dip. So these are the kind of combinations that you can see in a transactional data. And even when you are visiting a website, there are sequences of visits. Can you think of what kind of sequences of visits or what kind of actions happen when you are visiting a website? What kind of actions? And how organization can take benefit out of that? Or records of customer support calls. So for example, a customer support calls can be regarding, some problem in laptop, and then it can be regarding the problem in wire, maybe he's not using Wi-Fi or something else. It could be internet connection. Or if for telecom, these things can go together, like voice break or internet connection is a problem. So these three, four, things can occur together. And so we are checking, what is the pattern that exists in that data set. And, what kind of things we can derive from this data set, how it can benefit the organization. So we'll examine what kind of a strategy we can use, how we can apply association rule mining, what are this transaction data, what is this co-occurrence data. So basically what market basket analysis is a technique, used by large retailers, like I mentioned, Amazon, Flipkart, Walmart, all these large retailers to uncover these associations. What are the combinations of frequently occurring transactions? What all products are bought together? All right. So this is the basic of association rules. So what is this interesting pattern? When these events occur together, more than one would expect from their individual rates of occurrence. Such co-occurrence is an interesting pattern. For example, individually in a set, in 100 transactions, there is a transaction of like 3 transactions is of bread. Okay, in one data set, 3 transactions is of bread, whereas 4 transaction is of maybe butter. All right. And if you see what is the individual transaction, these are the individual transaction. But in all the cases when bread is bought, and if you check the data and you see that 25% has butter. Okay, so that gives you some insight. So it means that it's not like what is randomly happening. It's not like these two events, buying bread, buying butter, is not independent. But there is some association linked with it. Okay. So let's see this example. For example, consider sales of breads and eggs. Imagine that breads are sold in 5% of supermarket transactions.
Ma'am?
Yes?
Ma'am, there's a lot of disturbance coming in between while you're speaking.
Yeah, so for example, consider sales of breads and eggs. And imagine that breads are sold in 5% of supermarket transactions during a month, while eggs are sold in 3% of transactions. So we need to check like whether they are related, or obviously we are going to do it in R, but this is just to give you an idea, like what is the statistics behind it. And we use, probability to prove this. So you can go through this example and you can calculate it using probability also. But just to give a fair idea, like if you have like 5% of transaction, which includes bread, and 3% of total transactions, which includes eggs. Okay. So the proportion of bread out of 5%, 3% are the proportion where bread and eggs both are bought together. But that doesn't give you any idea. But if you see something like 25% of the transactions that have bread has also eggs, so that gives you evidence of an association. We'll talk about it, but this is just to give you idea. Okay, are you able to understand till now, like what is market basket analysis? What is this combination of items? Are you able to understand this much? let's look through one more example. But before that, there is some threshold value. There are some matrix, that you check to do that. So, what are the applications of this? Can you tell me how I can use this market basket data, market basket analysis data? कि हम मेरा bread and butter people are buying together, or pizza and that dip they are buying together. What kind of thing? What kind of any application that you can think of? How it can benefit firms? What they can do based on these rules, based on this kind of data? अगर ब्रेड और बटर लोग रहे हैं तो क्या होगा, क्या कर सकते हैं, क्या?
This might help the production managers in companies to decide their product line. Sometimes they can introduce schemes accordingly, or they, for example, let's say butter goes along with bread very well. So the production can enhance their sale of bread by introducing some schemes on their butters as well. For example, you buy a bread of whatever it is, a packet, you will get butter along with it or other things.
Right. So, okay, promotions, right? What regarding product line? What you mentioned about product line regarding
enhancing their product line. For example, they haven't launched any product as of now that goes along well with one of the products that they have already launched. So they can increase their product line.
Okay, but they don't know what product will go along with that.
So, ma'am, that could be found by research and analysis of the data. Market basket analysis would help them in the same.
Okay, this is something like I'm parking this thought. Okay, okay, I'm parking this thought for now. But yes, promotions. If a customer is buying bread, okay, and then you run a promotion कि अगर आप इतना bread खरीदोगे, and rather bread and butter is not a good example. Maybe bags. If a customer is buying a makeup product, okay, and then they say that okay, if you buy makeup products worth 2,000, then you will get a coupon on bag, like 20% discount on bag. And this you arrive because you know people, those who are buying makeup products, they are also buying bags. So you can run promotion in that way. So you can, what else you can do? Bread and butter, they are customers, this behavior. Customers are buying bread and butter together, or pizza and dip. What else regarding store layout do you think anything can be done?
Ma'am, like we have seen the example of Colgate and toothpaste, brush. So we have seen there that they will give free toothbrush with a toothpaste. So this can be the example.
So one example you have given for promotion. The second example, you keep it, very near. You
Yes,
keep it in that same aisle. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. If you want to increase the sale of a toothbrush, then you can do the same packaging like this, and you can promote the toothpaste with the toothbrush.
Yeah.
And you will able to increase the sale of toothbrush also.
Yeah, that is like promotion. And second thing is how you decide your store. Things in your store, how you reorganize things in your store. So if brush and toothpaste are the things that are bought together, then you will like these things to be kept nearby, so that the customer can it helps them in recalling, okay, I bought brush, I need toothpaste. This will eventually increase sales of both the products. Okay.
मैम
Yeah.
मैम ये टॉपिक आ रहा है मिड टर्म में?
नहीं, it's not coming in midterm.
जय श्री राम, मंदिर तो यही बनेगा मैम आज.
All right. So, but it is very interesting topic. This market basket analysis is very interesting topic, and I know you have midterm in your head, but that's why I have kept it like very easy and very interesting. So just please do let me know what are your thoughts, and do answer the questions I'm asking you. और क्या कर सकते हैं? ब्रश, टूथपेस्ट, ब्रेड, ठीक है, प्रमोशन एक हो गया, स्टोर लेआउट एक हो गया, और क्या चीज, क्या कुछ और देखा तुमने Amazon पे फ्लिपकार्ट पे जब तुम एक चीज खरीदते हो, there are certain things that come out. I'm giving you some hint. क्या होता है?
मैम लाइक जब आप फोन कोई भी मोबाइल फोन परचेज करते हो तो उसके साथ उसके कवर्स, उसके और भी इक्विपमेंट्स जो होते हैं वो साथ में नीचे आते हैं.
A screen guard plus a warranty and like that showing.
Yes,
It
and
also shows. Yes ma'am.
that's called recommendation.
Yes ma'am, recommendations के अंदर आते हैं वो सारे.
You get product recommendations. Anything similar that happens with you on Netflix? Is there anything?
Yes, ma'am. When I have watched any first part of any movie, then second part of is automatically showing an invert notification or.
Yeah, the same kind of movies. Maybe people like you have watched that kind of movies, like other kind of movies in different genre. So these kind of recommendations. So organization, you can use it for doing this, and this is used by Netflix, Amazon. So these are some of the applications like product recommendation. You recommend movies that Netflix is doing, recommend products Amazon is doing, store layout, like we discussed, keeping the product that are frequently bought together, nearby, and then sales promotion. Okay, when you know that a person is buying makeup products, then he or she will buy bags also. So probably give a discount, and you are cross selling the items, or maybe increasing the sales of another item by giving a discount. And you can also reorganize your website. So if a person is going for baby products, he will go in this tab and then he select, the age and all these things. Or if there is a male, he will put that filter and then, buy these things. Or even even if we don't segregate it by age, but, go through Amazon, go to their website and check, you will have this, first banner which says about something about, grand sale, whatever is coming, and then they have, this is about males, this is about females, what is trending, what is the deals coming in, and then you have different tabs for all those things, how you filter, how you reorganize your website, what are the items that are bought together. So if in electronics, they'll keep mobile sets and all, they'll also put recommendation here, or they'll just put recommendation at the bottom of the page. So these kind of things company can do by using these market basket analysis. Okay. So think of other items that are bought together. Some other items. Let me give you a hint. What is this?
Coke.
So this is beer.
Beer. मैम साथ में नमकीन.
Okay, so you can say, okay, some snacks. You can
Yes, ma'am. Snacks.
Other things. It's a very interesting story actually. क्या क्या जा सकता है अगर तुम beer खरीद रहे हो? What are the other things that will end up in your basket? Water bottles.
Peanuts, glasses.
Ma'am, something to eat.
Fruits.
Peanuts.
Something to eat.
Glasses. Something to eat.
Soda.
Soda.
Ice cubes.
Ice cubes. और कुछ?
Ma'am.
मैम इतना एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है.
ओके.
Retail.
तो जो ये रिटेलर था उन्हें भी ये एक्सपीरियंस नहीं था, पर ये इसमें से कुछ भी चीज ऐसी नहीं थी जो उसके साथ जा रही थी, इस बियर के साथ कुछ और ही खरीद रहे थे लोग. और क्या हो सकता है? कुछ खाने के लिए नहीं, वाटर नहीं, आइस क्यूब्स नहीं, पीनट्स नहीं, स्नैक्स नहीं, सोडा नहीं. So there are these two stories, okay, on data mining. तो लोग खरीद रहे थे diapers. The story of data mining beer and diapers. So you will be able to find the link of this article in your book, or I'll share the link. And in next class, we'll discuss about this. What is
how it is related with diapers?
How is it?
How it is related with diapers?
हाँ exactly. How is it related with diapers? कि beer के साथ लोग diapers क्यों खरीद रहे हैं?
ये बिल्कुल opposite है.
बहुत opposite है. It was something that they were not able to think of. And जब उन्होंने डेटा देखा तो उन्होंने देखा अरे ये वो जब उन्होंने डेटा माइनिंग की actually Walmart did this.
मैम सेम आइल में थे मे बी इसलिए खरीदे हो.
नहीं सेम आइल में तो उन्होंने फिर बाद में करे, सेम आइल में नहीं थे. So it's something ki weekend hai, okay, and their wife told them to get some stuff for some groceries from supermarket, okay, and उनकी wife की list में था okay diapers भी ले आना बच्चों के लिए, and in their list it was like okay weekend है तो ठीक है हम stock कर लेते हैं थोड़ी beers भी. So that's why there was this relation was coming up. Okay, go through this article, very very interesting article. And it is also in the textbook, you can find the link for this blog, okay? And there's one more article. So Target is also a retailer, kind of Walmart, competition of Walmart. So how Target figured out a teen girl was pregnant before her mother died. So what happened is that the father of this teen girl just by chance got these mails which were sent to his daughter regarding cribs, baby clothes and all these things. And this his father got like very angry, and then he called them and they said, what are you doing and why are you sending these kind of maternity clothing and these things to my daughter? And then the manager apologized, saying that it's a fault from it's a mistake from our end. And you can go through this article as well. So why Target did this and how Target should have what steps actually Target should have taken to avoid such kind of situations. Okay, so there are certain terms that will come along with this concept, like what is association, that is co-occurrence of two or more things. Set of items, if bread is bought, then butter is bought, jam is bought, milk is egg. This is set of items. This is association. Agar bread hoga, to butter bhi hoga. What is the co-occurrence? The transaction, basically the receipt, the market basket, common transaction, and the rule. Agar eggs खरीदेंगे, if then rule. Agar eggs खरीदेंगे, तो breads आएगी. Okay. And there are some matrix, okay, some conditional probability that is used. So what is the support? That is proportion of A and B getting sold together. Agar eggs or bread hai, so it appears in 10 out of 200 transactions. So support is 0.05. So similarly, what is confidence? Okay. And what is lift? Well, lift is most important. Basically, lift is nothing but your actual buy predicted. For example, तुम jam और bread ले रहे हो या फिर दो products ले रहे हो. For example, meat ले रहे हो. There are like 1000 transactions और 300 transaction में meat purchase था, 400 में vegetables purchases थी और 200 में meat and vegetable दोनों था. Okay, so how you calculate lift is like you will see total, that is X union Y. Basically 200 ऐसे cases है जिसमें meat और veggies दोनों खरीदी लोगों ने, और हम कहते हैं कि उसे डिवाइड करें अगर मीट और वेजिटेबल में कोई इंटरैक्शन नहीं है. बेसिकली मीट और वेजिटेबल में कोई एसोसिएशन नहीं है. सो वी से दैट इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट्स होंगे तो इनकी प्रोबेबिलिटी को हम सीधे मल्टीप्लाई कर सकते हैं. दैट इज 0.4 into 0.03 जो उनकी इंडिविजुअल प्रोबेबिलिटी थी. ओके, बेसिकली 0.3, सॉरी. and then you calculate it, it comes out to be 1.67. So एक threshold value लेते हैं कि अगर 1 से ज़्यादा अगर कोई value अगर lift की है तो basically वहाँ पर कुछ association है. It's not like if you buy meat independently and it's coming in 300 transaction, if you are buying vegetable and it's coming in 400, and meat and veg together are coming in 200 transaction, then this high lift value that is higher than 1.1 is telling you that there is some kind of association. Okay, easy. Are you able to understand this? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is what, you have to understand. Only these three concepts. What is support, what is confidence, what is lift. So you can go back to this topic. You can go to, to the books that I have suggested you, and you can check what all these mean. Then we will use this groceries data set. We'll see how to do it in R. We use this groceries data set, and we will check, like, we will do this using this package. This is A rules package. Association rules, basically. This package is association rules package. And ये जो data set है, this groceries data set, you can find it in this package itself. Just you have to just type data and groceries, and then you will get some summary of this data set. So जो ये transactional data होता है, this has like these are very sparse. Basically the density is very less. And when I say density, for example, अगर किसी supermarket में say 100 items हैं, okay? So how you create it in this, rather I should say R create it is कि अगर 3 transaction होते हैं, let's say 3 transaction होते हैं, and there are like 100 items, item A, item B, item C, item D, and so on. Okay, and then they say 1 ये item खरीदा, ये item नहीं खरीदा, ये item खरीदा, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, and generally लोग कितना 10 item खरीद लेंगे, 15 item, 20, 30, but will not go beyond that. And then the supermarket has like 100 items, so काफी सारी values तुम्हें इसमें 0 दिखेगी. And this is the reason why we can't run regression or other algorithms, and that's why we have to use something like a priori method. Sorry, this association rule method. And this is the reason why we call it very sparse data set. So this is something we will discuss about this data set, and you can download this data set, and you can run these codes. I'll discuss this whole data set, how to run the codes, how to analyze all these things. But the most important thing is this lift, whether there is a lift, whether there is increment more than 1. If it is greater than 1, then we'll say that there is some association. I also want you to go through these case studies, and do tell me whether this story is true or not, and whether what Walmart has done, and why this association came, and whether we can use this association or not. Okay, and also in the second thing, that what Target should have done. They have done something regarding market basket analysis, but what else they should have done to avoid such kind of blunder they did. Okay, and yes, so that was all what I wanted to cover in today's session. Anything you want to ask?